Hey everybody watching from the United States, welcome back to the YouTube channel Weather Aware. In today's update, we will try to discuss that what's really going on in United States today for the weather conditions like the rains, winds and temperatures, that what's really going on in our country today for the weather conditions and what you can expect for today's weather. Today's weather is complex, like severe rainfall chances have also become dominant in many of the areas in the United States. But before you need to know that what's really going on in United States, but before starting the video, it's a crucial request to please hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell. When will you subscribe? You won't have to specifically find the YouTube weather updates and you will get all the notifications on your homepage and you won't have to find the weather forecast. Thanks a lot. So first we will try to talk about the southeast and the mid-Atlantic. So southeast region looks like much clear today. No significant rainfall is expected, but we can see the coastal low over the northern Carolinas is just interacting with a lot of rainfall. A coastal low pressure system along the Carolinas and the mid-Atlantic is continuing to spin offshore. It's bringing showers, gusty winds and minor to moderate coastal flooding to areas towards the North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland and Delaware. As another upper level trough digs south over the Mississippi Valley, it will form a stronger storm system that moves northeast towards the southeast. Ohio Valley, Tennessee Valley, Appalachians, and the Mid Atlantic areas are under the rainfall threat today due to the coastal low, and other digs towards the Mississippi Valley can experience a rainfall. These rainfall chances are also likely towards the northeast. This system is likely to be shifted towards the northeast. Afterwards, by Thursday, this system spreads into New England and other areas like the Connecticut, New York, still carrying moderate to heavy rain and isolated flooding risk is expected on Thursday. So this region is under a very extreme condition. Alright, if I talk about the southeast, so southeast region looks like much clearer and I can see the temperatures could soar around 50 to 60 Fahrenheit towards the Florida, and still I can say no much dominant of the cooler winds are expected to be in Florida, but I can say all over the United States except these areas like the Florida and the Texas, all over the United States is being experienced by the very cooler winds, and the cold front from the United States is directly impacting a large portion of the United States. And if I talk about the Great Lakes, northern plains like the Washington, like the Oregon, Montana, Wyoming, and other areas like the North Dakota, South Dakota, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, Oregon, and all of this region is being experienced by the extremely cold temperatures, possibly a cold front, and some patches and some pockets can also experience a snowfall, but snowfall could be minor and could only possibly affect the areas towards the Washington, and very much deeper areas towards the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest can experience a snowfall patches as well. So you can expect a very complex weather for today in United States. If I talk about the northeast, so northeast region can also experience a rainfall like the Connecticut, New York City, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maine, and other areas can also experience a rainfall, but the rainfall would be local and very much weaker than it actually is in the summer season. Alright, if I talk about the upper Midwest, the Midwest region and the Great Lakes, though, so Midwest region looks like much clear, no any kind of significant rainfall is expected, though the temperatures could soar around 40 to 45 Fahrenheit as well, and 6 to 10 degrees Celsius. No any special rainfall is possible, and the upper Midwest region could be impacted by the very severe cold temperatures coming from the Canadian coast. The cold front could directly affect our areas. Alright, let me mention few of the areas so you can just easily elaborate that what's really going on. Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Colorado, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, and all of this region is under the very extremely higher temperatures, and the California as well is under a higher extreme temperatures, could soar around 60 to 70 Fahrenheit. Not that much, but I can still say that it's not being dominated by the cooler winds, but the nighttime temperatures could decrease a little bit. I can say the areas towards the desert southwest and all of this region is still under no any kind of cooler winds and the cooler domination, but I can still say the higher temperatures are much dominated over those areas. Alright, so that was today's weather forecast for United States. Lastly, if I talk about the Pacific region, like if I talk about the Southwest and towards the Pacific Northwest. So the Pacific region, if I talk about the Washington, if I talk about the Nevada, if I talk about the Oregon, Idaho, Utah, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, and all of this region it has no any significant chances of the rainfall if any kind of moisture that is just being dominated towards the Pacific just interact with the lingering front, so that can impact by the rainfall. So that was today's weather. If you're liking our updates, just hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell so you don't get missed about your area and the weather update as well. Take care of yourself and your family, and goodbye for now.